Okay, we have a major Zoom call happening tomorrow morning, Thursday, September 12th at 9 a.m. Pacific Time, 12 noon Eastern Time. And it is with a representative of Score a Score Production Music. So, Score a Score has been around since 2010. They are a major player in our industry. This is actually a new library that we're bringing on for our Sync Connect series. So, if you're a Sync Connect member, you can just log into your membership area and you'll be able to see that Zoom link there. We also have 3 spots available if you wanted to submit a track for the representative to listen to live on the call, give you some thoughts, some notes, and if they like it, potentially accept you into their catalog right then and there. We've had that happen for a vast majority of our Zoom calls. But as you can kind of get a glimpse on their website, they have tons and tons of great placements. So let me go ahead and jump into what they've done and what I think would be the right kind of producer composer to potentially partner with this company to think about joining us tomorrow if you're not already a member of Sync Connect. Okay, so as you can see on their website, and you can actually click on their link, their website down below as well. Trailers and advertising are the 2 major categories that they really attack and conquer in this industry. First, let's talk about trailers. So, trailer music, as you know, big cinematic orchestral music is traditionally what you want to go in. But of course, what I've been recommending many of you, is particularly those of you that have been in our Sync Connect calls or in my Sync Edge service, is to figure out a way to carve out a unique niche for yourself within that very, very, kind of crowded space and also very competitive space. So if you can bring some EDM elements into your music, some Americana, some country, some folk, maybe some rock or some hip hop. Definitely even throwing some vocals into your orchestral music is definitely going to help you carve out a little bit more of a unique pitch and value for your music. But check these out. These are some of their more notable trailer placements. We've got Disney Plus stuff going on, The Hunger Games, even Call of Duty. We have got Black Widow, Avengers Endgame, which is like the movie essentially, and the Batman. So among many others. So they have a lot of other films that they've done. Some major family movies. Seems like they're pretty well connected with Disney and Netflix. They've been getting a lot of placements with them. And Soul and Kung Fu Panda 4, which is funny. I actually saw that in the theater with my 3-year-old. So, and others as well. So obviously, as you can see, and if you want to research for yourself, trailer music is certainly going to be something that you want to consider working with. But on the other hand, advertising is also something that can really do well. And if you make orchestral, intense trailer music, it can work for advertising placements as well. Also, if you are at all familiar with how our industry works, trailers and advertising typically are the larger sync fee opportunities that you'll see in our business. Not that you can't get some sync fees with TV music and that kind of thing, but vast majority of your income, if you're doing trailers and advertising, will be through these pretty lucrative upfront sync fees, okay? But all the categories of advertising that they do, let's just look at the cars, okay? So Infiniti, Mazda, Ford, Kia, Subaru, Lexus, so speaks for itself there what they can do. Going back to advertising. Food and beverage. I mean, they've got McDonald's, which is the advertiser, right? Denny's, Dunkin' Donuts, Whole Foods, M&M's, Jimmy John's, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, PBR, Jersey Mike's, Taco Bell. So it just goes on and on and on and on, okay? And also Coca-Cola, right? So what I see when I see this kind of advertising just stronghold that they have is they really want dynamic, interesting, and probably very emotionally driven music. Sometimes could be artist sounding music as well. But if you have something that you feel that'd be really, really great for advertising in the advertising space, then I would consider you, and I would strongly urge you to consider working with them and potentially getting your foot in the door tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. if you are a Sync Connect member. Only Sync Connect members are getting access to that Zoom link, and only Sync Connect members can watch the replay and all of the replays we have up until now. I think we have about like 15 Zoom calls with various library CEOs and representatives that you can basically watch and get an inside scoop as to what's really going on. Because if you just look at a website like this, it's useful. You can look at what they're doing, but you can't talk to the website. There's no human being here that we can really ask, what are you guys working on right now? What kind of music would be really interesting to you? What kind of music is not really interesting to you? How should I approach you in the most professional way? Well, you get to have that front row seat and that direct communication through the Zoom call tomorrow morning if you want to join us. So let me show you who's going to be joining us. Go check out their team. We are actually going to have Marissa Shockett, who is their Senior Creative Manager. join us tomorrow morning on the call. We've already confirmed it, and she's good to go. So I'm excited to meet her. And obviously, as you can see, they have a pretty big team here, which means that if you have this many people working for your company, you guys are pretty busy and pretty lucrative and doing well and making money and securing placements and all that good stuff. So that's always a really encouraging sign when you see a company that can actually support a large role of employees. Okay, so we have, as I said, 3 spots left if you want to submit a track live on the call tomorrow morning and have it reviewed by Marissa and potentially accepted by her. I can't guarantee how long those 3 spots will last. Usually when I put out these videos, they go fairly quickly within like an hour or 2. So don't be surprised. If you see this video later on, it might be taken. I hope not. But, please do join us, even if you can't get onto this call in terms of getting a track submitted. We have many more calls coming up actually in the next couple of months that are going to be really powerful and useful and valuable for you guys as well. So quick video today. That's all I wanted to share with you. Hope to see you guys, many of you, tomorrow, and hope to see some new faces and some new names pop up in our Zoom call. And by the way, how those Zoom calls usually work is we start off by asking Marissa or any library CEO or representative what they want, what they're looking for, what they're working on, what their clientele looks like right now. So you get sort of front row seats for what you should be thinking about. Then we do our track reviews, which we cap it at 5 for every session. And at the end, you get to ask your questions. You pop it in the chat and I will ask the library representative or the CEO your questions on your behalf so that you know anything and anything, everything essentially that you want to know before you pitch to a library CEO. It can significantly reduce the confusion or the anxiety or the uncertainty of not knowing who you should be partnering with. You usually get a really good feel for who these people are during these Zoom calls. So take advantage of this. There's no other service online like this at all. I've checked. It's not out there. So you guys get front row seats through Sync Connect. That link is in the description box below.